I was finally founded, everybody.
Is it time? Are we going to learn something?
Hey, I don't know. We may find a clue or two. Yes, welcome to the Numeria Rainforest, because there's no subtitles, and I don't care because these are one of these old Learning Company games. There was never subtitles.
Everyone is terrified.
Laptrap. Mathra is just an old Numerian
You ever
superstition.
get the feeling that beard
There's a
and
simple
mustache
explanation
combo
for
were
what's
fake?
happening here, and I think I know what it is.
This is a fake little
You and I
plastic
set
like
off to
stick
find
on.
the two keys
Yeah.
to the ancient city, and
Oh no.
Mathra.
call the ClueFinders.
Oh, as you do.
Yes. Meet Mathra in the ClueFinders' third grade adventure. For something like this, an edutainment game, we're gonna have to bring out the big guns. That's right. It's time to bring out my alter ego.
Smarter. Snuff.
Smarter Snuff.
Oh, now we're in.
Now I'm ready.
He's like regular Snuff, only smarter.
only marginally smarter. Yeah, so, okay. We're going to talk a bit over some of the stuff going on here, since this is mainly just my playthrough edited in post-com, because, you know, to basically trim out some of the repetition. I'm a big boy. I can handle a challenge. So what are we doing here? I want to do some form of, like, coverage of the old ClueFinders games. I grew up with them.
Me too.
They
Or the
were
first one, at least.
they were probably my favorite in the line of, like, being edutainment without being educational while trying to package it with as much fun and, like, actual, like, content that kids would enjoy as they could.
Lost City? Monster? Peanuts?
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Oh, and no.
I remember reading about Lost City.
Hi, Audrey.
Hey, Audrey.
Hi, Audrey. Yeah, we know.
Say that a city named
Hello.
Numeria
Honestly, Jordy.
existed in this
Oh, okay.
rainforest more than
I would say, because I would say if Audrey ever wanted to try this game out, so I'm covering this because a user on archive.org went out of their way to create easy to use installers for the entire ClueFinders franchise. What the heck? I don't know. I just love that little expression of the. No, they made these really nice, easy to use installers that allow you to pretty much install every ClueFinders game natively without having to run any like additional like emulation or anything like that. It's just all built in. And then we caught him, and Math was all like, "Darn,
Man.
no more fun." So they store Mathra away.
Man, us green dragons just don't get any fun around here no more.
Look, all I wanted to do was steal and eat all of your animals. Why'd you have to take it so personally?
This was not. Of course, you have to make it all about yourself, huh? Anyway, so
Curse me for living before common sense was invented.
so that's the journey. And now we're gonna try and figure out all what's going on here. So meet the ClueFinders gang, that being Joni, Owen, Santiago. Hang on. I haven't actually gone to the game where they like. I haven't actually gone to playing the game where the other one like is really important just yet. They kind of downplay her a lot at the moment. It's a bit unfortunate.
Oh,
Meet Laptrap, the mascot character.
Boy, I
Leslie,
swear,
that's why I was thinking Leslie. Yes. Sorry.
boy, I swear it just looks like a portion of Ben's head just floating in midair.
there's that.
Yeah.
I always just imagined he was basically Billy Crystal if he voiced a kitchen sponge.
Huh.
Yeah.
It looks like one key is
Yes.
in the Monkey Kingdom.
One key in Monkey
and the
Kingdom.
other is in the
One key in Goo Lagoon.
Goo Lagoon?
Santiago, Laptrap, and I will go out and find the keys.
Cool. Leslie
Yeah.
and I will use
Left to
the
right,
labeling
Owen,
to
Leslie,
Wacko.
Joni, and Santiago. Pretty much the constants of this entire franchise. Kept the same voice actors every time, as far as I know. And ClueFinders is a franchise I think is about 6 or 7 games going on. I know the franchise is owned by some company right now, but they haven't done anything new in probably over 20 years, as you do.
I mean, it's a safe assumption that this is pretty much a relic of its time.
You decide.
Likely.
Yeah. So it's a relic that I would like to share. Well, first I'm gonna show the map.
Is the map of Numeria.
Dang.
You can use
That's
it
some
to
You
map.
have a little
other
glimpse.
places in your
Oh yeah, you got a little
area.
glimpse of every single room and screen we'll be going to in this game.
Spoilers.
So, well, a little bit. I was just trying out a little bit. Let's go left to right. Let's start with the Monkey Kingdom first.
What they say, true adventurers go left.
Yeehaw.
So, I want to ask them, since they seemed eager to join us once we mentioned the name. Have you played any of the ClueFinders games growing up, Jordan?
Yes,
George?
I have. They're very fun, honestly. I remember them being very, very hard when I was a kid, but then again, I was way ahead of my game when, grade 6 came out.
Oh, that's fair. And, oh,
I am Vasco de Bongo, king of the Monkeystadors.
Monkeys.
Okay,
God
go.
damn it.
Listen.
yeah, that's
I'll
how
be
I do
monkey
it.
Our king if you can't help us.
How can we
Matra
help you,
is on
King
the
Koopa
loose.
Kong?
He's eating pumas and parrots.
Is that actually
and pretty
King Koopa's
soon
voice
he'll be
actor?
craving
It's
a
not, but he
monkey
definitely
milkshake.
sounds like him.
Unless you furless chimpanzees can find the 2 keys to the lost
Yeah.
city.
Again, that's our big MacGuffin. We need to find each of the halves of the key. How are we gonna get this one?
I know how you can find one of them. Just take either path across my monkey kingdom.
Sorry about that.
And then
No worries.
All good, all
across
good.
the
Audrey
5
doing okay?
rings of volcanic fire.
Alright, just making sure.
Volcanic fire?
She wanted me to
I
do tricks
crossed
on
the
my
rings of
phone, and
fire
it was really
myself,
bad timing.
But I
Aw,
sprained
dang.
my tail.
No worries.
Kidding.
Naturally, you'll need sneeze berries.
Oh, yeah, the
but
sneeze
my fellow
berries, I remember
Monkeystadors
those.
will gladly give them
Yep,
to you.
and we gotta
Of
cross the
course,
5 rings
you
of
may need to
volcanic
do them
fire.
some little favors in return.
So I guess we should probably pre-establish a couple of things real quick. It's pretty obvious here that amongst us here, Logan and Jordy are the ones that have mostly run up with this game. And Hype, you said that you played like the first game, right?
Yeah, i.e. the one that we're playing right now. I had like a little bit of experience with the third game in the series, 5th grade, but it's mostly 3rd grade that a lot of my nostalgia came from.
Gotcha. I mean, it should probably be said that I feel like this is something I may have brought up in an earlier commentary, but my experience with the ClueFinders games is complete zilch.
Monkey. Let's go
Well,
find those
I mean-
sneezeberries.
If you don't mind, of course, covering puzzles that are absolutely, not exactly like
I don't
gonna
know
be
why. I just
challenges.
love the way the Monkey King here looks like when he's just looking at them. Well,
Well,
oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Alright. Yeah, simple puzzle here.
Ah,
Listen to what kind of
fellas
number he needs and
chimpanzees.
make the number
I
in the
bet
top.
You're looking for some sneeze berries. Help me out, and I'll give you some.
Okay, what do we
that
do?
noisy Mathra keeps flying over here and knocking down my address stone.
How
Oh,
dare
that's
he?
I've got room over my doorway for 4 stones. Place 4 stones from the ground up there
Uh-huh.
to give me the greatest possible odd number for
Greatest
an
possible
address.
odd number.
Only
Okay,
the
well, there's
biggest
only one odd
possible
number
odd
here, so that's
number
gotta
you
go
can
at the
make
end.
will do.
Yep.
So
That's easy enough.
I'll just go big to small from there then. Yay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So that's right. That's right. So what I was going from here, where I was going with all this, George, was that
thanks
if
so
Audrey was ever
much.
curious to try
Here,
these games
take
out for
some
themselves,
sneeze berries.
I could link you.
Whoa.
Does Audrey ever
Zoom
get
time.
any? Does Audrey ever get any time on the computer, or is it like
Let's
shared
go,
computer time,
Santiago.
or like?
Well, here's the thing. She mostly plays on her iPad nowadays. We don't really have, like, a main computer for everybody anymore.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. I think that they made a.
Oop.
Oh,
Oh.
dude, don't be careful with
What's
that.
that
Stand back, furless ones. This is a relic dropped from the sky by Mathra.
Let's take a look.
Mathra dropped this.
Aviatron engine oil? Joni, what's going on?
Doesn't aviation mean flying?
Yeah. What would an ancient flying beast be doing with a can of engine oil?
That's a
Maybe
very
it's
good
your
question.
We're gonna find
That
out.
is
Come
actually.
on.
Basically, the way I managed to play all these games and record a lot of them was because this one person. Oh, hey, look, Monkey Shine. This one person made these very easy to run installers to play all the games, like on Windows and stuff.
Vasco's really gonna be mad.
Just to
I was
revisit them.
polishing this
Anyway,
monument to
so
our great
I first
Monkey
learned about the
leaders, and I
franchise
knocked off a number
when I
plate.
was back in like
Could you put the
I think
right
it was like in
number plate
4th
back up for
grade or
me?
something. Gosh,
I'll give you a
and
bunch of sneeze berries.
had some great teachers, and they gifted me a copy.
Wow, are you
There you
smart?
go. They gifted
Thanks
me a copy
so
of the
much.
4th grade game, the Egypt
And
one,
here are your sneeze berries.
and that pretty much just sent me down the road. They pretty much sent me down the road of trying out pretty much
keep it
as many
cool
of them as
there.
I could find, or
Oh,
my parents could
keeper
find
of
at the
the
time.
monument.
I hope these
And,
sneezeberries keep the inside of my back
yeah.
clean.
Then as I started playing them to cover them for this channel, I then immediately realized, yeah, I'm probably going to have to do these post-com because, as you do, because you're trying to teach somebody, and oh my goodness.
Poor little fella.
Well, at least it's safe.
Yuck. Oh, what's in there?
You don't want to know. Just help me rope it off.
Okay.
On the stones, there are
Fair
numbers
enough.
that tell
Perimeter
you how
problem.
long the
Figure out
sides
which
of
one of
the
these
pit
vines
are.
will cover the
Put
full
into my
shape.
car the vine that will fit exactly.
Alright,
where
they
you
are
need
240.
it. Make
Yeah,
sure
245 's
there's
easy.
nothing left over. In return, I'll gladly donate a bunch of sneezeberries
I
to your
appreciate it
local
for the
cause.
cause. Okay. here you
So,
go.
what are we exactly are we getting these sneezeberries
Yes,
for anyway?
That's it.
We'll see when we get to the Rings of Fire. We were basically told by Bongo or whatever, the king, that if I take these sneeze berries, they'll be critical. They'll be critical. Bless you. They'll be crucial for being able to pass the Rings of Fire and the main puzzles. Basically, think of it. This first game, think of it like you have you have 2 main MacGuffins. We need to get the 2 keys, and in order to get those 2 keys, you basically need to get like tokens. You gotta get tokens to play the big mini games needed to get them, and that's what these sneezeberries are gonna
I don't
be. Like
believe
each
in
round needs a different
Don't
color.
believe? You've got to believe, and you've got to stop him. Let me tell you why.
How?
Long ago there lived a monster who rose up from the deep. He terrorized the jungle.
That was a nasty bed.
You know, I'm gonna be quite honest. I did not play the whole thing of this game. I only played like I think a demo version that came with one of the Rita Rabbit games.
Huh.
Oh really?
Actually, I didn't know they made demos of this.
Yeah, it was like an abridged version.
I think I've seen one of those where like they let you like sample like 1 or 2 of the puzzles, and then like, and I remember it was like the Snagnet puzzles at the very end with the words, tiles, and stuff. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
which we'll be seeing at the very end. But and also this is the only game in the franchise
Poor
that tried to
Simba.
also like, yeah, this is the only game in the franchise that tried to also
Unfortunately, Simba couldn't do math.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math. Basically, yeah, it's the only game in the franchise that actually okay, cool, thank you for that.
Have
performance,
little
Aaron,
musical
relieving.
numbers.
Yeah, the only one that had like musical numbers in them directly, and
Some guard I am. Ow! While putting King Vasco's money away, my
Ow.
Yeah, that would be the
to get
4th
my
option.
tail out of here. Ow!
yeah.
I gotta put
This-
the right amount of money into the
I'm
slot,
sorry, you
but
gotta
I
be
can't
careful with
reach
that.
it. Help me out. Ow! And I'll give you some sneezeberries.
Okay,
Here you go.
just gonna put that in. Not sure how that works. There you go.
Yay. Oh, that looks
So you're sure not gonna be feeling that for weeks.
Oof! You saved my tail. Here are your sneezeberries.
Thank you very much. Gonna just find one more. If you're curious on how we're gonna be handling this
We're off, Santiago.
franchise, is, I mean, once you see how one minigame is played, you pretty much know how it's gonna be played every single time. Like, just basically take that and like do the thing. No, and then you'll be considering like any other new like answer for the educational problem.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Like Bowser here being held by
dear
the
me.
king, queen.
That's the queen.
Isabella.
Yeah.
And my
Yep.
pet
Let me out! I'm innocent!
sweet animal over there.
It's in the 3rd week. Even number,
What's eating
and one of
him?
its factors
I
is
mark his
6.
feeding days on this calendar.
Yeah, so 1, 2,
And
3,
he wants
yeah,
to
just
know
the
when
12.
his next
Easy.
feeding day
Ish.
is. Oh, but the marker has fallen
But I
off.
can't help myself in
King
post-com, and I
Bosco
want to
sent
let
me
them
this
talk
scroll
because
with
I appreciate when they do
instructions for
voice
finding the
acting.
date.
Yeah, it gives the game its
I can't
personality.
figure out what he means.
Especially because that voice
If you
acting will be
place
very
the
important
marker
in later
on my
games too.
Flabberwock's next feeding date.
It's just a shame that this show
snap.
didn't come with subtitles.
Sneezeberries as a
Oh
reward.
snap! Dax just shared something.
Huh?
Oh, with the...
They released a fibbage update for Sonic.
Oh
The
yeah,
Sonic
I
Fibbage
saw.
update.
Yeah, I saw that. A couple of my friends were actually in that update, from what I saw.
Solved my problem.
And it also looks like also looks like freaking
Today is not a feeding day.
Infinite Neo Metal Sonic, whatever, with the Phantom Rubies in that. So it is like tied to the overclocked.
Yeah, they actually did get like his actor from that. My friend Landy to voice some for that.
Thanks for the sneeze berries,
Interesting.
Your Highness.
Well, I'll have to give that an update then and try it out later. Oh, thank you. Okay, so there we go.
Actually, I just realized that's not Bowser in there. That's King K. Rool.
Yeah.
They finally done it.
Listen, I tried to steal their bananas one time.
Multiple times.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Probably gonna try again as soon as I get out of here. I do not learn very well.
Scritchy.
Look!
No,
thanks.
don't do that.
Oh,
I'm just
come
trying to
on.
move.
I just love that. Look! Walks away.
Okay, I guess I will. I just want to try this one other path here.
Oh,
hello.
Snake Pit.
Who goes?
Oh, that cannot be
Be gone.
comfortable for a statue head.
Well, it's just a Medusa head.
Have long
It
since
is the
been
most
destroyed.
thorough massage you
Go
can
back
ever
where you
truly
came from.
experience.
I can get across this.
Brought to us by L'Oreal.
Oh boy.
Don't.
Okay, so maybe not that way.
than that, Joni. If we move 2 rocks with the same weight as the big rock,
Okay, an addition
to
problem.
the other end of the tree.
This, yeah, I mean, so.
It will make a lovely bridge.
Yeah, so as I was saying, like part of how I'm gonna be editing these is I'll show each minigame at least once, and then pretty much like do my best to explain what's going on and how I like cut around it because
96.2.
because granted, like the game itself is not going to be super long, but if I can like trim down some of the fat, I will just make it kind of more of an experience, because I almost want to make these more like a showcase of like, you know, what did I play, what did I see, what did I learn that could never be forgot.
Yeah.
What can I showcase from my childhood that isn't just brainless drivel?
Okay, careful, Santiago.
Nah, we'll save that for the fun brainless trivial that is the Pajama Sam and Spy Fox stuff.
Okay, that's giving those games too little credit.
Wow.
No, for sure. I mean, those were practically just like, you know, those were children's first point-and-click adventure games by the king of point-and-click adventure games at the time. Like, I give that credit.
This looks dangerous.
Perhaps
It's not like those are the kinds of games that only dumb kids would play. Like you learn something from those.
Right. Also, some things a quick note. The way this world works is that the ClueFinders are just like really like good at like adventuring to the point where they can do it without parental supervision and everyone's just okay with it. Like they will be invited to the national embassy if they could, and everyone's just like, oh yes, MI6, CIA, the ClueFinders. Thank you all for coming here today. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say that the friendly robot head that's been following us isn't our parental supervision?
For now, anyway, yeah. For now, we're just trying to help him find his lost professor.
Yep.
So, this is what we've been needing all the sneeze berries for. This first one being all the purple sneeze berries. Since I'm on challenge difficulty, it can be a bit, to kind of throw it out there, it can be a little bit, I wouldn't say unfair, but a little bit like tricky to deal with is, so you see 29 and the 3, right?
Yeah.
So you don't immediately know if you're trying to solve 29 plus 3, 29 minus 3. You basically just have to guess it. Like,
we still need to uncover some letters. Let's pick a tile.
So for instance, I could say 29 minus 3 because I'm also trying to solve a word, like a crossword search at the same time. So fair enough. I can reason that one out.
Indeed.
But then let's see, 32 and 3. Again, I don't know if we're doing 32 times 3, so it's 96. I don't know if it's 32 minus 3, so it's 29. I don't know if it's 32 plus 3, so I could try. See, and if I do the wrong one, if I do 32 plus 3.
Boingity.
Oh, bounces right off.
Yeah. And you better be careful because the number of berries on there, that is technically finite. So if you run out of them, you have to go back to the other challenges back there to grind on. Assuming you're not good at these kind of puzzles, you will have to do like a little bit of grinding in order to get all of the sneeze berries you need.
There was one of them, I think it was the Snagnet one at the very end. There was one of them where I think I had to go back, and I cut it out, but I think I went back, 3 or 4 times to like truly like get the full puzzle just done, because it was like every time you move a piece, it consumes it. But my gosh.
So is there a certain number of these that we have to highlight, or do we have to like do a whole row?
10 each time.
Okay, 10.
So it's 10 each time, and it'll and the 10 flipped over tiles will tell you it'll give you a clue that are going to be used at the end of this. So.
Aha, we're finding clues.
That's how we do it.
So yeah, while I'm doing more of this and trying to figure this out where I'm going to do it. For context, yes, I did use a calculator sometimes to speed this up, but I used one of those old solar power calculators to get back into like the original, to get back into the vibe of it. So learning.
And they said we wouldn't be able to actually use these things in the future.
So learning company stuff. So hi, you played a bit of this game, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever like want to like check out the other ones, or was it more so like this one kind of like was like this gave you your fill and you were good with that?
Kind of gave me my fill, because like even at the age of then, I wasn't like entirely enthused by edutainment games. Then again, I don't know how many kids are like genuinely like hyped up about edutainment games. I have played other games made by the learning company in general, though, because I remember they also made a series of point-and-click Scooby-Doo games.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and I gotta like try those sometime, like the Mummy or the Showdown, the Western Ghost.
Right, the Western one was the one that I played.
And I should get that one then, because I know Collection Chamber has that one for me to be able to try it out.
And I will say that the interesting thing about the Scooby-Doo ones is that, like, somewhat similar to, like, a lot of the edutainment game ones, a lot of the solutions and whatnot are actually randomized.
I'm going to have to
Which I appreciate. Keeps it interesting.
Laptrap, you should have thought of that before we left.
Can't change your batteries now, man.
Don't worry, Laptrap. Santiago and I have thought of everything.
Am I the only one who thought of when he said I'm going to have to change my batteries? It's like I'm going to have to change my underwear.
Well, that's probably.
I mean, to a robot, isn't that essentially the same thing?
Green sneezeberries.
He's just trying to make any excuses he can.
That one.
Let's see.
So now I'm gonna just skip a lot of these because now you're seeing it's just gonna be like first it's 0 through 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, and so on. But the general mechanic never changes.
Enter my cave.
Okay, so I was looking at the Wikipedia, and it turns out I played the re-released version of this game called The ClueFinders Mystery of the Monkey Kingdom, which was in 2001.
Nice work. Now can we
and
go
there
back?
was it like an HD re-release or like a different did it look differently or pretty much the same as this?
I think it looks
So
pretty
you
much the
kids
same,
have
but
caught
I
a lot
do
of
recall there
monsters
being
before, right?
slightly different voice
no
acting,
monsters,
probably for
but
the Monkey King.
Laptrap. Get a clue.
Ah.
We're the
Wonder why that was.
ClueFinders. We're
I'm not
famous.
sure.
We have a website.
They do have a
Oh,
website.
silly me.
They do have a website, I think.
To cross
I don't know if it's
this
still active
bridge,
anymore, but let me look up some of the
red
voice actors actually.
sneezeberries you'll need.
Let's see.
Like I do remember stumbling across the website, at least out of curiosity. In fact, I think the main menu, when you hit Laptrap, actually does have a button that takes you to their website.
And you may enter my
Yes,
cave.
although I dare not try it now, otherwise I didn't know what DOSBox would have reacted to with this.
Oh boy.
So let me
We
see.
did it. Let's go across to the other
So
side.
Joni, who you've been hearing most
Onward,
of, who
Joni.
is the niece of the professor we're trying to save. Her name is Joni Savage.
Wait a
Uh,
minute! Have you guys even considered what we're
she's
gonna
played
do
by
when
one
we catch
Chrissy
up with
McCarran.
Macra?
Well,
Can't say that immediately rings a
I'm
bell.
working on it.
Let me see if I can look that up and see if I can learn anything
To
from
cross
this.
this bridge, blue sneezeberries
Yeah, I
you'll
got it, I
need.
got it, I got it.
They're blue.
I got it, I got it.
Logan.
Fourth
I could take it on the
Your
chin.
mind is keen.
You have multiple chins, cause
Excellent.
you're
You have
old.
uncovered the
I'm
fourth
not that old, I'm only 30 and I'm
Only
playing a
one
third grade thing
more,
because
and
I
you
have
may
nothing else to do with my
enter
life.
my
Oh my
cave.
Wait, you're
gosh,
30?
what am I
Lost,
doing?
because I lost
Yes.
control of my
Oh, okay. For whatever reason, I thought you were 28.
I
We
wish.
did it.
I'm
Let's go
sorry.
across
Do
to
you-
the the
It's
other side.
I'm like one of the
No,
older
After
people
you,
here. I
Mr.
think I'm considered
It's
the middle
okay.
child of this friend group, if I'm being honest, because I'm 30. I'm gonna be 32 in August.
Right. I'm gonna be 33 next month.
Sure you want to keep going?
It's okay.
I hear
Please let me
Mathra
dream.
has razor sharp
I'll be 28
claws.
Sure.
again.
Okay.
Big deal.
And a 60-foot wingspan.
He does?
And
I hear he likes to eat turbo turtles for breakfast.
I want to
Turbo
know who
Turtles.
voices Laptrap because
Yeah,
that voice
he's-
sounds so
oh.
iconic.
To cross
That would
this
be
bridge,
Les Hedger.
Sneezeberry's your
Les
lead.
Hedger.
Les Hedger, and then also the voice of Santiago, the other guy,
Well
Santiago
done.
Riviera. He's played by one
Amazing.
Clayton Stroop.
You have
Apparently he used to.
uncovered the
Apparently he had been in
and
a
final
TV episode
clue.
or two. Mainly was working on like additional crew for work, but also a voice actor for that. Les Hedger or
Did it.
Leslie
Let's go
Hedger.
across to the other
If I go to
side.
BTVA,
After you, Mr. Rivera.
let's see. Apparently he covered for Pumbaa in Extreme Skate Adventure and a couple other projects.
That's right.
Oh,
Like
oh,
one
hello.
of the few
And the
times that
bridges
Pumbaa
are
didn't
on
have
the
his original
wall.
actor.
Let's do what the clues
Yeah.
tell
Oh,
us.
hang on. Let's check
We'll
this out.
find the key by using the clues in the right order.
Yeah, it's a good thing they put him right there by the side in case you forgot going from puzzle to puzzle.
Fourth chin, and finally the eye.
Oh!
We did it!
That hurt!
Grab the key and put
We've
it in the
done it.
backpack.
We got the key!
Yeah, just one
That's
key
What
down.
But apparently Leslie Hedger had but apparently the other thing that I can find out is that the other character that I can see in video games that Leslie Hedger has voiced is Wee.
Whoa.
Alright, that's one half of the game done. Or one
All
third of
right.
it, I guess technically.
But we got
Is
the
that
first
Leslie
key.
Hedger was the voice
need the
of the
second key,
alien
and it's in the Goo
society
Lagoon.
leader in Tetris Worlds, like of that alien, like when
Oh.
the Tetris game on Xbox that had like the cutscenes of the we need to find a new planet to
Laptrap,
like
stop
I know the one.
planning so whoa.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That game was so weird, but it also, I think, was the first to establish the modern day Tetris rules.
Goo!
Oh, like the being able to see the ghost of where a piece goes and like
More like being able to hold stuff and also the grab bag system.
oh the whole okay.
Goo is nothing to worry about.
Oh boy.
What?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh boy.
I guess I'm just following them and whoa.
Well, that certainly
Messy.
looks sanitary.
Oh.
Also, hello.
Look, lads, two big bugs. And
Oh, that's right. We should have brought Sam with us for this.
So
Oh,
I
well.
did show this to Sam, and Sam was like, "I've showed me this already. I think he forgot he showed me this already."
Who are you?
That is possible. I am of little brains.
We live here in
You're
the
fine.
goo. Oh,
You're not a
goo.
little brain.
Oh,
You just
I miss
forget,
me
and that's
fresh
okay.
goo.
We all forget.
You're a dream.
Well, hey, what you have to say about it regardless?
Just that they think, just that they all think it's ridiculous. They love the Paul,
That's who kidnapped my
McCartney?
uncle. That's
they
who we're
love the
out
Paul
to
McCartney
stop.
one with the big like eyebrows or whatever to show that, like that one. You got.
Where can we find
They're all
the
voiced
key?
by one
There's
Wally
one on the other
Fields.
side of the lagoon, isn't there?
Let's see, he was from a game called Dr. Muto. He was in Legend
Oh,
of
that's-
Dragoons.
You know
Huh.
what you'll need to get to the top of the
He
falls,
also is in
don't ya?
Tomba 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
active
God.
Goo beetles. You better collect
Oh yeah,
some
we
on
need
your way
beetles, as in
over.
like the bugs they
Take
eat
either
themselves,
path.
but they
And
knew
be
that.
Yeah, beetles are basically like this kingdom's
We're
equivalent
not
of the
bugs.
sneeze berries.
But we're gonna get
Yeah.
some.
Oh
Let's
cool,
go
he
get
was in
those
Grossology
beetles,
too. Well, look at that.
Oh.
Alright, so let's go leave these Liverpudlians and learn and see what the puzzles there are going to be here. They're not going to be math ones. that
Oh!
Welcome to Shape and Reasoning.
Well, this is definitely the half of the game that I did not get in the short version.
Ah, good. Oh, hello there, dearies. Look at the two
Well, then look at the
bugs on
amazed
my
as we
sister's
encounter
tree
big
stump.
spiders.
The bugs have shapes
I don't
that
think
can
they're
bind
ready
together
for
in a
big-
special way. Grab me
Let's
a
see,
bug
they are
from
voiced
the
by
web
one
so that
Rebecca
I'll have
Wink.
two bugs with shapes that go together in a similar way.
Let's see.
Place the correct
Rebecca
bug on my
Wink
tree
was
stump. Help my sister
in a lot of
reveal
Disney
the
licensed
beetle bag to
games.
take along on your
It's kind of like some
travels.
standard stuff.
Unless,
Fair
of
enough, fair
course,
enough.
you want to be my
But
dinner.
yeah, but for Learning Company for me, it was either a couple of there you go, like the halves. Learning Company for me was either a couple of Reader Rabbit games, especially that one with Charles Martinet as the dragon, or ClueFinders, which at the same time also had Charles Martinet in a number of games, which we'll be seeing as soon as we get to like the game after this one.
Oh, yeah.
The beetle bag. Let's move on.
Yeehaw,
bag.
grab it, let's run.
Yeah,
Run
let's
from the
get
giant
out of
spiders.
At least you don't have to worry about picking them up yourselves.
What happened here?
You're
What
welcome.
happened to this poor fella?
I'm a good girl, I am. Oh, dear me. What that nasty Mathra cut his way right through here, he did.
Dang.
No good bloke
Are you,
knocking
like,
down trees,
dying or whatever?
dropping
I
black
don't
shiny
want
stuff
no.
in our precious
I
goo.
don't know.
I might have lost the feeling in my pitters though. Is it a big thing?
Fletcher's
Ah,
Furriers.
Matt also dropped
Furriers?
this.
Avenue. Joni,
We
what's
just like
going
looked
on?
like 10. We just looked 10
Isn't
feet
a
down. There's like a
furrier
massive
someone who
wallet.
takes
Like
animal
we found
fur
him.
and
We
turns
can
it into
trace back his
clothing?
address, and Mathra's as good as
Do you
booked.
suppose
Also
furriers
noticed that,
have
like, when it
animals
cut
for
through
their
those
fur
trees,
around?
it left a
I'd
particular
sure like
track
to
on the
find out.
ground.
Let's go.
Yeah, that
It
don't look like Mathra
did.
tracks that I've ever seen.
If it's supposed to
I
be an
will-
airborne creature, then why did it tear so much devastation on the ground? Oh,
This
ew.
bridge is broken. You should turn back.
What if I don't
That's
wanna?
not gonna stop me.
Well,
Joni,
that shuts
be
me
careful.
up.
The bridge
Oh boy.
is down.
Well,
Yeah, fun fact.
What'd you
Yeah,
expect?
yeah, fun fact about this gooey guy and the
nice
one who,
try
and
there,
this,
Joni.
the fun fact about the person who
About a
voiced this
different
gooey
route.
guy and who also has been voicing like the King Bongo and all that
This
stuff.
bridge is missing
Uh-huh.
3 planks.
J.S. Gilbert.
Right. If
Sweet
we
Ah,
place 3
nice.
planks on the end of
Oh.
the bridge in the
Well,
right
what do you know?
order,
We'll be able to cross.
You cross.
He was also the hooded one in King Doc in the Bone Great Cow Race, and he was in the old Telltale Bone games.
Right,
Oh,
that doesn't
yeah.
surprise me. And actually, going back to Reader Rabbit, wasn't he like the lion in Reader Rabbit?
Sam the Lion? I don't think so. I think that was someone else.
I know he voiced someone in that game.
And then I know that I know he was multiple people in Tomba 2.
Yeah.
The Ghost Man or the Ice
Alright.
Candy Seller.
We fixed
Man,
the
that
bridge.
game had
We
some
can
really
goodbye,
schmaltzy
Twister.
voice acting, for
Let's
lack of a better
go,
word.
Santiago.
Oh, I
He's freaking
remember.
Yan?
I just
I cannot
remember.
imagine Yan with such a deep voice. No.
Actually, I just remembered another character JS voiced. He voiced the first elder, the elder in the first tie game, the first
the
Bunyip elder.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Oh, there's our destination,
Look
looks like.
over there.
Yeah, but I'm not going there just
Whoa.
yet because I don't have all the other
We must
beetle
have to
bags
get to
I
the
need.
top of those 5 walls to find
But
one of the keys.
just yeah, I mean, just I don't know, like just
More goo.
like it's just I don't know. These games are like what at the time they like opened my eyes up to like better quality like games, and like the entire time I'm playing this, it's like I don't see
along,
children's
Bugs.
apps having this sort of like fun to it anymore. It's all now
What's
just
the
like
problem,
press
ma'am?
the button,
I
watch
can't
the
leave
animation,
for our
and then that's it.
excursion
Or
until
and I
these
mean
5
like
worms
not
are
even
in
like
their
Putt Putt
correct
or
seats. I've
Freddy
told
Fish
them
or
where to
like the
sit,
other ones where there's like an
but they
actual
keep
gold we
putting
reach. It literally is
themselves in the
just
wrong places.
jingle the keys kind of app, and that's it. It
Honestly,
doesn't
the
aspire to be
directions
anything
on my
beyond that.
signboard
Yeah,
do seem
well, just
perfectly clear to
like
me.
a shameless cash grab.
And if it's an edutainment game, then it's just going to be like no voices, or if it is, it's going to be text to speech to save money. It's just flashcards basically. And again, I miss games like this, and I was thinking, gosh, I thought the whole point was that we would just start getting games like these, but better, like more like cool, more cool graphics, or more or more filled out casts and stuff. But no, they just kind of drop the whole thing. Get these worms out of
Well
here.
done, Bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bugs. Your beetle bags will arrive shortly.
Thank
Come
you.
along, worms. Fasten your seatbelts.
But we don't have arms.
They start flying away. Alright.
Cute worms. Let's cut bait and go.
I don't know what you meant by that, by let's cafe, but let's go.
I don't know.
What the?
Time for our next musical number.
Oh
Whoa.
boy.
Whoa.
That one went by faster.
Yeah, I don't know why that one loaded so much quicker, but anyway.
Could be a
Come on, tell us
compatibility
the
issue.
story.
Hello there.
He's a truly nasty thingy, he, that Mathra. You've got to stop him. And
Is
here's
that
why.
Ringo Starr?
No, it's just a guy doing it. It's just one guy impersonating all of the Beatles.
Oh my god, like,
In fact, here's our Beatles song.
I don't know what it is about people who do Ringo Starr, but it gives me a weird feeling. And I say this because Jazzy tortures me with her Ringo Starr voice. It's
Are
so
you telling me you
scary.
fancy a bit of the Ringo there?
Just make sure Sam never hears it. It'll make her blood boil.
It's a fun fact. It's a fun fact. Another person who's been doing a lot of voices for the Liverpudlians. Maybe he may be the one doing Ringo Starr, or the one being John or whatever. The other guy who's playing the Liverpudlians is Doug Boyd.
Doug Boyd.
That does sound familiar.
We know him as Specs, one of the soda jerks from Sam and Max.
Oh,
the soda poppers.
You made me mess up.
Yeah, he's that one. He was also Mametron 9000 in that first season they were in.
He's a flea that's red.
He was also Smiley Bone in the Telltale Bone games.
That's nice.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I believe he's the one. I believe you're looking for the one under the one with the umbrella.
If you give me the correct creature,
that's good.
What is with all these monsters with all these accents? My God.
Problem. I didn't know. At the time, I thought, oh, squiggles. That's still stripes. This is a flea, right?
Oh,
no.
that ain't
Well,
it.
they said it's red, so.
Well, it's red or has stripes, but not both.
the description on the tree and try again.
I was like, okay,
never mind.
maybe it's one that has stripes. This one has stripes and it's not red, and no. Okay,
Maybe we should give Owen
Past
and
Logan
Leslie
is
a
starting
call.
to sweat really profusely now. and
Are you
love the
truly
third grader.
smarter than a third grader?
I panicked there. Okay, this one. You're right. It is the one with the umbrella. Whoop.
That was great.
I should have been the one doing that particular game. Otherwise, I would
Here
have
is
made
your
a joke
bag of
with
Goo
myself.
Beetles.
Alright, we're done. There we are.
Okay, we're
Well, what about all the other bugs that are on that Sloth's back?
Oh,
he's
it's all
only one
good,
with the
man.
one.
They pay. I was like, oh, it's all good, man. Those ones pay rent. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Hello there.
Better hurry, Bugs. If you'd like to know more about the goo, just ask.
No, let's get out of here.
That's cool.
Yeah,
We can only afford
pass.
one distraction.
I don't think she wants to hear. I don't think they want to hear a song. What do you want to do
No,
now?
I do not.
I don't start that again.
As to get.
You ever had that uncomfortable itch in your nose and you realize, oh wow, I have a nose hair that's too
all I
long?
see on you are some
Oh, that's
That would be
annoying.
it.
I hate that.
Yes, well, only 4 of these are my beautiful leaves.
I don't know which one of these is that, or oh wait a minute, no I do.
You basically just look for the one that looks a little out of sorts.
Well, I believe it'd be that one on the lower right as soon as this guy stops talking. He's voiced by one Brian Butler.
Into my mouth, and I'll eat it.
I don't
In
believe I
return,
recognize
I'll
that name.
donate a bag
Like
of
honestly, like
beetles
aside from
to
J.S.
local
Gilbert and
wars.
Doug Boyd, a lot of the people in this game I have not really been too familiar with.
Oh,
I mean, that's fair. There'll probably be more, but
what a relic.
again, I appreciate the character acting. I appreciate them, like, you know, having some fun with all this. Thank you.
Thanks.
great. We got a beetle bag.
Good. Now, just shush and put it in the backpack and we run.
Yeah, get out of here.
Good bird.
Oh.
Ow!
Bad boy. Bad boy. Get in there.
Lock him up.
Oop.
Stay in there. Hey, you. Bugs in clothing.
Yeah?
Help me
You know,
up
there's
this
still like
traveler.
2 other
This
vicious
chest.
birds behind you.
She drank the
Yeah, but they're not
polluted
actively
gold
trying to
and
buy
me.
making her dangerous.
Just turns around like,
Let's get out of this foul lagoon.
No, wait. I'll give you a blue beetle bag if you help me. Just look at how the 2 words on the top row here go together.
Oh.
The word on the bottom needs to
I love all
find its
these different
matching word.
voices.
A word written on one
Yeah,
of
they're
these keys.
fun.
okay, yeah, it's just little things like, be like, yeah, I appreciate that. That's why I'm gonna try as many of these as I have the stomach for. Don't know
You
why
have
I've
the
been
stomach
feeling
for.
so out of sorts. Don't know why I've been feeling so out of sorts today.
Close call.
I had a simple
Thanks.
lunch.
You may
had
have
a
some
nice
use for these
breakfast.
beetles in this beetle bag at Goo Falls.
Maybe it was something you have for dinner.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it was a
There, as
bug.
you saw, I was just
Let's
find the
eat it.
word that, like, you
I'm
know,
with
matched
you,
the other
Joni.
pair.
Yeah.
Grab, and now we're ready. So, whenever I do this, use the map to sort of cheat sheet. Whoop,
Whoa.
done.
We're back
Ah, good for you.
Do we
Yay
have the
for
right
instant
colored
fast
beetle
travel.
bags?
I'll be right
Absolutely.
back. I gotta go take my medicine.
Okay.
All
Alright.
good, all good. Alright, so here's how these guys work.
This must be the first of the 5 walls we need to climb.
But how do we do it?
Ah,
When a goo beetle eats my venom flower, a clue you then will see. Then up my secret stairs you'll climb. a pathway toward the key. But before you seek the way up to a flower and a clue, Goo beetles from a purple bag must belong to you.
Do we have any purple beetle bags?
These ones, I'll be honest right now,
Let's
these
look
ones
in
are
the
far easier than the pits of fire.
We can use.
That's relief.
Like there's less uncertainty. So basically, how this is gonna work is, as soon as I drop this guy down, he's gonna spit out a couple beetles, and notice the color of the beetle and the amount of dots that are on its back.
Colored bag. Now what do we do?
As he's gonna be describing.
To the venom flower at the top of my wall, by moving it along the tiles that match it in at least one way. Make sure it matches by color or by number of dots. To
Welcome back.
Place your
So that's how it's gonna work. Is these beetles can travel on anything that has 5 dots or anything that has a yellow square.
Help your beetle find the path and climb to the top of the wall.
All good.
By marking correct.
Matt shared with me this really funny moment from.
It's right.
It was from Dropout Television. They were doing like an interview, like a podcast or something. And then it was completely unintentional, but it was just really funny how rude and it ended up coming across. But yeah, I'm gonna follow this path I'm showing.
Dots or both.
Actually, that'd be a dead end. That one. Where's the one with this?
All the way up to the top.
She was talking about like some like advanced like technique or whatever that she had like learned like since college, and what happened was that the person who was listening to her tell the story like was trying to say the word "that's so fascinating" but ended up yawning at the same time, just unintentionally. So just was like, "Oh, that's so fascinating." To be able to start laughing.
Do the long way around.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, all good. And as soon as you reach the top row, that's it.
We did it.
Yay.
Yep.
Now eat it
Don't
up.
mind if I do.
And that's it. So yeah, a lot more straightforward, and in my opinion, far faster than the dang Rings of Fire were. Now we can take these stairs up, and there's our clue.
Is yours,
Press on the triangle.
Cool.
Well, I'm pressing the triangle button, but nothing's
We
happening.
need 4 more.
Now you're supposed to jump and press the circle button.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have I taught
circle
you?
button to slide.
Have I taught you nothing, Sly?
Sly, have you ever tried to jump and press the triangle button? It's not as easy as it sounds.
Aren't we there yet?
After all my fatherly
getting
advice to you,
closer,
Sly, this is how you
feel
repay me.
All I can feel is
But you're not my father, Bentley.
Please.
Well, I've tried to fill the void, Sly.
I was there, Sly.
I
Since
was
the
there
beginning.
from the
It's just a little,
beginning.
and it's just a little like Bentley in every single scene, including the night of the Fiendish Fire.
Must belong to you.
He's just wearing Mugshot's mustache.
Let's look in the backpack.
I was there eavesdropping from my very egg.
Let's grab it
Aww,
and put it on the
that's
floor here.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so now we're gonna start having multiple flowers. They'll always give you at least enough of beetles. Like each beetle is meant to get up on its own path, but
Looks like we have the
this
right
one I'm going to
colored
keep in
bag.
because I'm going to show you at least one little like cute little mechanic. Why do some of these numbers look blurrier to me than others? I wonder if it's just the purple. Like,
Probably the purple.
It might be the purple, yeah.
Okay, because I thought I was like, am I going crazy? I had to run this in windowed mode, but the other ones will run in full.
I mean,
screen
some of the
mode,
red ones are also a
so-
little blurry.
You were off.
Probably that. All right, so I'm showing this one because I want to show one other neat little I guess you could call it a mechanic of this puzzle solving that I enjoy. Is that as I get up here, there we
That
go.
beetle made it to the top.
Hooray!
Munch.
So I can
first vine is
make
broken.
pretty good use of
Release
this little
one
mechanic,
more,
which is that you see
and
how
my
there are
arms
tiles
will
that are
be
already
free.
flipped over.
You can use
Yeah.
those.
May ascend.
Yep, any beetle can use them, almost like a wild card. It doesn't matter if it would have matched or not. You can basically use it to like.
Oh.
In some cases, I can use it to basically like cheat my way up like a solid chunk of the level without actually having to like pay attention.
Although
Though it does look
looks
like the big drawback with it is that it does flip them back.
That
Yeah.
beetle made
Yeah.
it to the top.
So yeah, just be very mindful, know where you're going. But again,
The
every
second
beetle,
vine
the
is
puzzle's
broken.
designed so that every beetle
I
is
am
able to
released.
get up there in one go. So again, far less chances of having to redo everything like
clue
with
is
the Rings of Fire
yours,
or the
and
Snagnid one
you
later.
may ascend.
Next
I
to
wonder
the
what that
square.
clue means.
We'll find out.
You know, this was around the same year where Square released Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah,
You know what?
that's right.
I want the. I'm thinking right now. I want there to be a big ClueFinders ARG that I just never heard about.
Hey, Santiago.
Oh, that would be
Do you
awesome.
think Uncle Horace is okay?
He'll be okay, Joni. He's got a PhD in everything.
Everything?
Yeah, of course.
Everything.
You're right. I just wanted to be sure
He said
you
and
weren't getting
everything, not
discouraged or
in
anything.
everything.
Me?
Ah.
I'm glad I can make you feel better, Santiago. Let's go.
What?
Oh, brother.
You'll be fine.
Oh.
Now we gotta count by
Way
fingers.
up to these flowers.
Correction,
and
fingers
glue.
and thumbs.
Goo beetles from a red bag.
Well, if you
Aren't
want
they
to...
essentially mutually exclusive, though?
Oh, there you go.
Yum, 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 yum.
Perhaps, yeah. I'll skip around.
First vine
It's like
is
now here I
broken.
get to show you like what
Release
it's like to
one
be
more,
utterly broken
and
with
my
this.
arms will be free, and you may ascend.
You ready? Sorry, I don't gotta play by none of your rules. Just get right up to the end, man. Boop, done.
Thank you,
That beetle
man.
made it to the top.
Dun, dun, dun.
Give me some of that red stuff.
The
So I
second
decided to look
vine
into the.
is
I just
ClueFinders
realized those were
subreddit.
red flowers, too.
I
Yeah.
So what's the point of those beetles turn to hulking monsters that want to kill you?
A clue is yours, and you may
Not the
ascend.
spies.
Maybe one day, Logan. Maybe one day.
Maybe
Well, so assuming it's the freeware version, because I'm not touching any of the later ports.
That's
what?
fair. That's fair.
I'm blanking. What's this again?
Hey, aren't we there
Cave Story.
yet?
Okay.
My batteries
Yeah.
are really running
I have had like
low
no
now.
experience with Cave Story,
least
so any
you can
reference to it would be
recharge
kind of
your
lost on me.
You know,
There are
my
these like special
feet are starting
flowers,
to
and it
kill
turns
me.
the what are they called? The
Your
mamiga,
feet
the
are killing me,
mamigas. What are they
too.
called?
The mamigas were the
Why
name
are
of
you
the
even wearing
species,
those
yeah,
socks?
the furry little critters.
Hey,
Just kidding.
And if they ate the
And,
red flowers, they turn mad.
Very hostile in general.
Before
Gotcha.
you seek
Well, now you got
way
3
up
flowers to munch.
these flowers
Yep.
and the
Oh my
clue.
god.
Goo beetles
So now we gotta pick them out by molecules?
must belong to you.
Guess it's like I guess so. It's like every like individual dot. So like if it has one dot connected to it, then that's all it needs. Or if it's blue, of course.
Fair.
Just gotta navigate over here and up.
All right. Our beetles reached the venom flower.
There you go. So ClueFinders it was originally released on PC and Macintosh back when
third
Apple used to call it,
vine is
computers
broken.
Macintosh.
I
Um,
am released.
And then at some point later, they also got an
A
iOS
clue
port,
is
like for
yours,
App Store stuff.
And you may
Uh-huh.
ascend.
just one
But like
more
not
wall
all of them.
and
Let me
we've
look it
made
up.
it.
ClueFinders,
One more clue.
iOS.
Let's go.
Googling that right now as we speak.
Let's see.
Yeah, ClueFinders third grade is still available on the Mac App Store
Okay.
for $15 though.
So mad.
Oh.
When we
So I
tag
just
Mac,
realized
I'm
something.
gonna-
Like,
I'm
we've been
gonna-
sticking
I'm
with
gonna make
Santiago
you
and,
ever
I'm
mess
terribly
with
sorry.
my
Who was the girl's name again?
Joni.
Joni, get
And
real.
Joni. I noticed there's like a whole, team of kids earlier on in the game. Do you have like an option to pick like who your two kids are, or are you always stuck with these two?
For this game, always these two. So that's the thing. So normally how it works,
Before you seek
normally
way
how
up,
the franchise
these
works is
flowers and a clue.
there will be
Goo
there will be like
beetles from
one or
a
two
golden
games,
bag
namely
must
the
belong to you.
the next game, the fourth grade game, where it's all of them together, like all four of them, like working, interacting with each other as one. But in most of these games, the way it'll work is
Yes. There
two
goes
of
our
them will
beetle.
branch off. Two of them will be, doing the actual puzzle solving. And then, do you see the red phone that Santiago's
The
holding?
third vine
Yes.
is broken.
So that's their
I
video
am
phone. If you click
released.
on that, you will a little screen will pop up, and you'll call the
A
other
clue
two
is
ClueFinders wherever else they
and
are. So
you
in this
may
case,
ascend.
Leslie and
The
Owen.
last clue.
You'll call
Let's
them. They're
see
still at
what
camp,
awaits us at the
and
top.
excuse me, they will basically give you like hints of like, oh, here's what we think you should do to solve this puzzle, or like along this like try using this technique with math or
Look,
whatever.
the 5
Okay.
clues we collected are on that wall.
But
Maybe if we follow them,
But
we'll find the key.
rest assured, if we go through this whole franchise, we will see them all at least once or twice. Like we will see all of them get like some time in the spotlight. Just for the time being, they
we stopped
usually
the
go with
fountains.
Joni and Santiago for now.
Grab
Okay.
the key and put it in the
Yeah.
backpack.
And there's our
And
second
there you
key
go.
half.
The second half of the key.
Now we just have to go back.
Look out below!
Oh, joy! Wait for me!
What do you mean we're reusing animation? It's fine. And whoop.
Oh right. We got both keys.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
So, kids, looks like you found both keys.
Yep.
The next stop for you must be the Lost City.
Hopefully.
What's the fastest way to get there, Mr. Limburger?
Well, from looking at your uncle's
Mr.
map, it seems
Limburger.
pretty far.
Yeah.
I smell something stanky.
Although it's Rip Burger.
I have Ripper, but still, it's all right.
We're circling over the city
Heck,
gates
I mean,
now,
heck, look at the way this guy's modeled.
Parachutes ready.
Oh yeah, there's something
Good
to
luck,
this.
kids.
All right, he's gonna send us off to the city.
Like,
Here
he's
we
got,
go.
you can see he's got a permanent angry brows.
This is not the city.
What happened?
This doesn't look like the Lost City.
Lost City. Boy, are you lost.
Yeah, you'll better just turn around and go back.
I'm sorry.
Get
What
lost.
happened? I'm sorry. Why are we
I don't
talking to
think we
2.5
can
men
go
over here?
back.
What are you going on? Why are we all like? What are we all like
That's
stressing?
true. Not unless you can fly.
And actual tree, a bat and bird, bat
they
and a
can't
bird.
stay here.
but that must be Soren's long lost cousin who
We need
just
a conference.
was one of those people in the family.
Well, who's the bird then?
All right. This is what we'll
That's his partner.
Okay.
I love it.
do. All right, we've decided that we don't want you to stay here, so we're going to help you.
Perfect.
Yeah, the Lost City is about 4 tall trees that away.
Now,
Thank goodness we live in a world of talking animals and we question none of this.
Yeah.
Like
Now
every time we
scram.
see this, we're never going to
All right,
question it in the
already.
slightest.
Let's go, Santiago.
I mean,
We're off
this
to the
is a edutainment PC game. That's just kind of one of those things that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Hell, we were talking to monkeys earlier.
Yeah.
That is true. And I don't.
Oh, excuse me, pardon me.
Oh, hello.
Hey, can you help us get to the Lost City?
Well, excuse me, I'm so clumsy. I seem to have bumped off the arrow that shows where we are on this map.
Oops.
Oh.
The map shows where
Sorry.
the Lost City is. But, unfortunately,
Yeah, we can't use the map unless we
it
know
no
where we
longer
are.
shows where we are. You'll
So let's
need
see.
to figure out where we are.
Town
Then you'll
closest to
know
coordinates
which way to
1
go
degree
to get to
south
the
and
Lost
66
City.
west. So Gunku.
I bet we could use these clues to figure
Man,
out
we're
where
all
we
the way in
are.
Once you
Gunku. The
figure
Lost
that out,
City's like
just place the big
all the
red
way that
arrow
away.
back on the map. Then I
Dude, we
can
could have
tell
been
you
in
which of
Oops
these
Town.
branches will
We
take
could have been
you
in
to
Oops. I don't know if I want to be there. I'd rather be in Gunku,
Oh,
the
yes.
district, the
I
better
remember
commercial
now.
district up
Good
here.
job.
yeah, but
I mean,
Oops has
it-
better medical
Now,
service.
which branch do we
Hey,
take
better
to the
there.
Lost City?
We would have been better there than Stink Pond or Bad Town.
Why, it's this branch
Yuck
right
City.
here.
Santiago, let's go.
It's really unfortunate because really, like, all the best Starbucks are in Yuck City for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause of that, like,
Well, I don't eat Starbucks, so I'm not gonna really bother.
That's fair. All right, very well, bird.
Oh.
Okay, that's a big cliff.
Oh, hello.
Wow. Look, the Lost City gates.
But how do we get there? It's too far to jump.
Herbs.
Oh, hello, you.
Flight
Oh.
number 270 has been postponed.
Hey, what's on this? I paid your money for this
Excuse me,
flight.
But we need to get to the Lost City.
Look, I'd love to help you, but I've got no time. I've got to help these 6 customers.
Maybe we can help you.
I'll tell you what. If you can help me, I'll get you to the Lost
You know, for
Perfect.
some reason, I can imagine this bird having a similar southern drawl as Foghorn Leghorn. Like reading right down the I say.
I mean, like, wouldn't the foghorn like bird what we
The first
met
bird
earlier?
wants to go to New England. Read the
Probably.
vacation planner
Yeah,
under
these
this
ClueFinders
map of
about
the
as
New
bright as a
England
burnout
states.
bulb.
Then, put
Let's
the
visit
push
the
pin
state
in
with
the
a city
state we
named
should send it to.
Burlington.
Burlington.
So we
Hey,
want
great
Vermont.
choice. That's it.
All right,
On
let's
you
say-
go.
Whoa.
All right. 1 down, 5 to go, and we're on our way to the Lost City gates.
Okay, how many more
Let's
we
work
got?
on the next bird's vacation.
Oh, we only have like 5 more. Like I
The second bird wants to go somewhere in the Mid-Atlantic states.
Send me
Read the
to the state
vacation
where
planner under
Pittsburgh
this
is
map of the
located.
Mid-Atlantic states. Then,
Pittsburgh.
That's
put the
Pennsylvania.
push pin in the state we should send
Yeah,
it to.
move it down and hook.
Very good. The second bird can leave for vacation.
All right, have
I mean,
fun. and
Nice. Just
I'd rather
4
go to
more
Philly,
birds to
but
go and we'll
this is
finally
fine.
get down from these treetops.
I'm sure they got family there or
Now on
something.
to the next map and the next vacation
Sorry for
plan.
interrupting you, by the way.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's do
The
this.
third bird wants to go
Richmond.
somewhere in the southeast.
Ah,
Put the push pin
lots
in
of
the
sunscreen,
state
I
we
guess.
should send her to.
capital of Richmond. Virginia.
Oh yeah, Virginia. I actually went there on vacation.
Very
it's
good.
really nice.
Fly free, little bird. You're on vacation.
Onward to Virginia.
Whoa, that's not that way.
City, here we come.
I'm going to Virginia.
Go.
Just a
Let's
crater
try
in the
another
ground.
map, another bird, and another vacation.
That's a
they-
pretty tiny crater.
Are they in Virginia? In their mind.
Okay. Now for the next bird.
Ah, you just want to
This
go to the
one wants
nowhere
to go somewhere
states.
in the Midwest.
I respect.
The nowhere states, damn.
I've been there before. I have relatives who live there. They're like, nothing goes on here.
Yeah, I guess it
Alright,
doesn't help.
four
That
birds are on
it's
their
not
way, two
the
more to
most, fun. It's not the most fun being in states that don't have beaches.
Fair, I don't know why. Something about that guy just turning like just yeeting
Now
out. I
on
don't
to
know
the
why that
next
got
map
me.
and the next vacation.
What a weird
place.
mood. I don't know why. I find it funny. All right, where are we heading now?
Almost done. The
Oh,
fifth bird wants to go somewhere in the southwest.
Enough.
Put the push pin in the state we should send her.
I don't know
Alright,
if you
calm
wanna
it
go
down
to
there.
Dallas This time of year.
Now you be careful you don't end up as
Quick,
target
you got
practice.
another
All right, you
one.
come back home safe. All right.
Hold
Whoa.
on.
Who needs demo Dallas?
Well,
I think he has
that's
to worry
speed.
about it. He's driving that
Here's
fast.
the
I
last
was about to say, at that
map and the
speed, I don't
next
think he has to worry
vacation
about
plan.
no hunters.
He prepared. He planned.
Finally.
Hello.
Our
Okay, and then
bird
our
wants to go
side.
somewhere in the west. Put the push pin in the state.
Oh,
we should
Montana.
send her to.
Here
Montana.
you go.
Very nice. You did a good job.
There you go.
Get out of here.
Is Pepper gonna leave? Oh, there it goes.
Now what?
Oh,
Now
that was
you
cute.
go to the lost city.
Now let's get over to that Lost City gate.
Oh, hello.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
We,
Watch it! Those two aren't built to fly.
Whoa.
we made it. That's all that matters.
Just don't mind the Scotch kitties.
Look, the city gates. At last.
Looks like we need to use the 2 keys. But there's only one keyhole.
Let's take them both out of the backpack and see what happens.
Okay, okay. So let's
I mean,
see.
fair.
One. Oh,
One.
Whoa! It's glowing.
And floating in the air.
the keys don't normally do that.
Wrong with floating
I don't know what
in air?
happens if we put
Grab
the
that
second
second
key.
key.
I don't know if we can handle 2. Oh no.
Oh no, what have you done?
Fire
Keys are combining into one key.
forms the
Let's
frickin'
grab
forms
the
the
key
frickin' like
and put it in
symbol
the
of
keyhole.
Trigon or whatever, or like.
Oh no.
no.
We're unleashing Trigon.
Well, that was easy. Oh, there he is.
It's Mathra.
Quick,
Looks
let's
like
pants
he's
him.
sleeping.
You'll
He's
never
not wearing
see
Go in
pants
there
him.
and
though.
get him.
Hold it, Joni.
All right, we gotta
I
get a
just
big
thought
pair
of
of pants,
something.
then we
It
pants.
flies, it drops oil, furrier labels, and oil cans. Why is that sounding so familiar?
Sure. Always blame the turtle.
Not you, Laptrap. Limburger.
Oh,
Fletcher Limburger.
Limburger.
All along.
That's right, kids.
Limburger.
The legend of Mathra was a convenient way to keep everyone away from the Lost City while I collected animals for my fur company. Everything was
Fur company?
until your
Yeah,
meddling
he
uncle
skins all
got
them
in the
poor
way.
animals.
But I took care of him, and you 2 kids won't stop me.
He just pulls out a gun. You're like, oh crap. No,
Oh.
he just.
He's
He
getting
just
away.
Oh.
flew right into it.
Gotta stop him.
Damn.
Man,
Oh.
Oh.
Can't remind of
that's
that.
something that never happens. I don't know why it happens on that
Who
sprite,
are
but
you?
whatever.
We are the guardians of Numeria. Your evil enemy has trapped many animals and your uncle at the bottomless pits of doom.
That's not good.
Oh.
However, I find that
Pits of doom?
hilarious
You may
anytime like
pass
some great
through either
omnipotent
gateway
force is like
to get
they
there.
have
Once there,
trapped the
build
ancient
the
fauna
ancient
of these
Numerian
lands
Mathra trap to
and
stop
your
them.
Uncle Jeff
Build the
in
Also-
the
Mathra
pit.
trap.
Also, if it's a bottomless
Build the
pit,
trap.
how will they be able to like
You will need
be in there?
serpents made from ancient Numerian magnets.
Okay, so
Known
they do at least try
as
to
snags. Prove the
defend that
guardians
part
of the
is
city that
they're
you
not
are
in the
worthy,
pit, but they're on the
and
other
they will
side of the
give
pit.
these
The big pit is
magnets
between them
to
and
you.
freedom.
Okay.
So
I mean, if
Okay.
not that, I could have just gone with a more honest like statement of like it was only a figure of speech.
So does it matter which one of these two we go into?
Nah, just leave. It's basically same as all the other areas, just branching paths, different puzzles.
Okay.
For now, topical.
Oh well.
Oh, you right Righties! Now
Righties.
he's dropping the stones. We didn't drop them. You lefties did.
Classic lefties versus the righties. Who could have thunk it?
Man, who would have thought the Americanized version of Vampire Hunter D would be this and underwhelming?
I never imagined ClueFinders of all franchises being political, but you know what? Kudos to them for being so brave.
The freaking red and blue as well. Oh my god. I'm sure.
There's a lot to take from these two hands.
I'm sure that somebody had a laugh while designing this, and again, they had a Beatles reference. We're gonna be dealing with a couple other references in this franchise.
You know, I can imagine having a handshake with these guys would be hella awkward. Put her there.
We call that second base.
Oh god.
I don't know them well enough though.
And oh yeah, I do like this bit here. Yeah, it looks like fun.
Oh.
Fair enough. Alright, let's never do that again.
Now observe the serpent of Snagdance.
So magnetic Numerian technology.
Bottomless pits of doom.
Yes, thank you. Magnetic snakes.
Oh.
Thanks.
Those Numerian serpents are weird.
Okay, listen, I'm not the one who designed them. You gotta use them. Just pick them up and go.
Do we have to
Like
get
you
one
want to
of each
judge,
color?
girlfriend. Whoa.
Oh.
Hope not.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the
That is the
Numerian
bloodiest lava lamp
Chamber
I've ever
of
seen.
Illusion.
Assuming that is blood.
You are entering a dimension where not all is
Hey,
what
Rod
it
Serling.
appears to be. Picture, if you will, a
devil
serpent
Not
of
actually Ross Serling,
magnets.
but not actually Ross Serling,
I
but
will
you know, again, references.
Oh, I know. I caught on it the second he said "imagine, if you will." Red.
Of mystery.
Intrigue.
Give it the correct label. I know you
Temple
can.
is under me. I am made of dead
For
cells.
each picture, choose the correct label from
I
the stack.
spent a little
and
too
place
long
it
in
on
this than I
your
really should
pedestal.
have. Biology was never really my
Here is the first
strong point
picture.
in school ever.
Begin.
But basically what we're gonna be seeing is, I thought, oh, skin
Appearances
cells. Like,
can
no.
be deceiving.
That's a really decrepit arm.
All
Potato
is
peel?
not as it seems.
Tree bark.
Appearances can be
Oh, and I was like,
deceiving.
oh, is it?
Try again.
Is it an
travelers.
eyelash because of its like?
Well
Yeah,
done.
okay, because it was like a tube shape.
Here is the
You gotta do these two more to finish this puzzle.
Can you
Oh,
identify
cheese.
what it is?
If not, if it's either cheese or it's
Good
a
work.
fungus.
No, it's sea
Here
sponge.
is
Never mind.
the third picture.
It's all good. And
Trust the
that,
fungus.
Can you
Whoa.
identify what it is?
Smooth on the bottom, rough on top, and you can tell the difference between any different flavor. That's a tongue.
You know,
Well done.
they had some serious balls actually leaving these kinds of questions in a children's entertainment sort of sense.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
There
feel
are
like,
some-
I feel like this might be like a touch more advanced for third graders.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, think of all the other kinds of bacteria or parasites you can put on this thing.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Give the children something to really remember.
The animals in
But I
Uncle
love
Horace
this.
must be on
So
the
they're gonna
other
look over
side.
there and they're like,
Which
they
pit
can't
will
tell
we
which
need to
pit
cross
has
to
the
get to
uncle in
Uncle
it.
Horace?
Which pit has the uncle on it?
Too dark to see.
They
Gee, I
can't
wonder if
figure
it's
it out.
I wonder if it's the one that's super freaking tiny and out in the distance.
Steal these pits.
It's just one
We'll
of
be
them.
able to rescue Uncle Horace.
And you get more
and
snagged
the
so you can finish
animals
up these pits.
And build the map.
And build the Matha trap to stop Limburger. So let's go back. Let's continue our adventuring.
Limburger won't get you yet.
What is this place?
Welcome to the Numerian Chamber of Knowledge.
Oh.
All the scientific knowledge of Numeria
Prehistoric
is stored
Karen.
within my memory bank.
Oh.
This looks like an old water wheel.
I don't know. I think she might be a little bit too preoccupied to want to talk to the
turns my
manager.
wheel and generates my power.
That Karen, the other Karen.
Not goo again.
Goo spring?
Wonder where her husband's at.
This must be the spring that feeds the entire Goo
Oh,
Lagoon.
and then this is
like
why
Mr.
the goo's been
Limburger
so
beat us
bad.
here.
He
has thrown
dumped a
his
can of
drum into
oil
the
like into
spring.
the spring for no reason. Get rid of that.
What a jerk.
This doesn't. You dumped it here. You couldn't dump it into the bottomless pits.
I will reward you with
Well, why would he put
the best
oil in the
place to
bottomless
dump
pits?
and create order
Because
out
that'd be
of
the
these
best place to dump it.
sentences.
So
Place
nobody
the
would ever
main
know.
idea first.
Well, I thought he was trying to
And then
pollute
put
the
other
oil.
sentences
I thought he was trying to
in
pollute the goo to
order
begin with.
that makes sense.
Let's do it, Santiago.
Wait, he was actually doing that on purpose? Before?
Because he's a dick.
Because I'm evil! Also, my name is Limburger. Get the hint?
That's true.
Got it memorized.
Well done, young travelers.
So yeah, all Numerian is like dedicates like the different sciences and stuff. So here I can work with this to like, you know, okay, how are you good with reading comprehension? How are you good with understanding like orders of operations and whatnot? Alright, so here we are.
Whoa.
A sloth.
Welcome to the Numerian Chamber of Structure. A serpent of snagnets will be yours if you can recreate this portrait.
I like that voice. That's a really nice voice.
Take the
It's like the Monster Mash.
I like that skull. That is a nice skull.
Very nice skull.
It doesn't quite compare to
One
Murray.
evening when I was I don't know the freaking like lyrics. I am
I
embarrassed.
was working in the lab. Something.
Late one night.
But no, thank you. So that's what reminds me of. So yeah, we just got to
Sorry.
No, you're good. I just keep thinking of. I just keep thinking of the. I just keep thinking of the meme or whatever of like.
No, the bomb. Yeah, there you go.
Of a daddy Dracula talking to his son like, now do you know what happens when two monsters love each other very much?
They do the mash.
They do the monster
Yes.
mash. And that was just continuing from there. Alright, that should be it.
You know what's funny? I'm reading this book called Out of a Limb. It's like
well done.
It has a protagonist
Here
with
are
a
your
limb difference, and what do you call it? She's at a Halloween party, and she's saying that hearing the monster mash basically makes her think that it's a song about fucking.
Oh.
You know, it's a good
I mean,
thing
I-
that
I would
Audrey
not-
left.
I would-
Otherwise, I don't know how she would have felt about hearing that.
Oh, trust me, she's in bed.
Welcome, young travelers,
Well,
to
the
the
stages of
Numerian
Life
Chamber
of a Frog.
Vision.
Whoa. All eyes are upon us.
Well, at least I made sure that one of them's a tadpole.
In my many eyes, when all in their
So I just
proper
need to,
places,
yeah. So again, just order of events. Make it make sense.
And then there's the elusive ninth portrait, where he suddenly becomes Kermit the Frog.
Oh, damn it! I was about to make a Kermit joke before you said that.
Yeah, the ninth portraits 9 through 10 or 9 through 13 show him picking up a banjo from behind that
and starts singing Rainbow Connection.
It keeps us stargazing.
Excuse me, do you know the way back to town?
Yeah, it's the same way you came.
And now you can see it in motion. Wow, 1998 technology was crazy.
Here are your
Yeah, the 90s were, like, the mid to late 90s were certainly an interesting time for, like, PC gaming and animations.
Well, it was just the time again for edutainment stuff. It felt to me like the era when companies were trying. Like nowadays, I feel like they try.
However limited it may look.
Yeah, like. No, I mean that's fair.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
Limburger must have put them there.
Like honestly, when I was just watching like the cutscene animations in this game alone, and honestly, I was honestly gonna say it almost gave me some like it kind of gives me like Hanna-Barbera like flashes, for lack of a better word.
I guess
I can see it.
Just with the way with how everyone moves and whatnot, and how their heads turn when they need to talk.
I'll have to check the credits and see who they hired for that after this, or during this video.
So be careful, because I know these animals are in danger of being skinned by Limburger, but don't forget some of them are technically predators still, so be careful when freeing them.
Yep, I
Well,
see
beef's
some snaggage we can
fine.
use. Let's
Don't
grab
worry,
them.
remember these are smart animals.
It's like the smart
Well,
sword.
okay. So, let me rephrase that. Smarter animals.
Like this one.
Okay.
One
So for each of these 5, they're going to be
Notice that
they're
each
all going to
bridgestone
function
has
using
two
word
words.
pairings in a different
Each
manner.
bridge
Like,
has
make
a
make them so that they're like
different rule for how to
homophones, or
use
I think that's what it is, where they
those
sound
Yeah.
the same,
The
or
rule for this
synonyms,
bridge
antonyms,
is
things like
place
that.
the bridge stones
Opposites.
so that whenever two words touch, The two words are opposites.
Look, the opposite. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put tame next to wild.
Right. Words that have opposite meanings.
Thank you, Roger Jackson.
Start by picking up a bridgestone and placing it on the light bridge. Begin.
Roger Jackson was in a lot of edutainment stuff, I soon learned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was.
Good. Now, if you can't decide what to do,
And then much later in life, he became a skunk ape.
place it on the tray below me,
And a Cheshire.
or store it in an empty
And a Cheshire.
space on my
And a
fridge.
Cheshire.
The
Still
Cheshire.
so bummed.
Ghostface.
And a
So-
monkey.
Ghostface, yeah. I'm still bummed that Alice Asylum never really went anywhere. 'Cause I enjoy the IP, I enjoy the idea of the games.
Now, if you cannot read a word, take my
Actually,
scepter.
Valley and
place
Herb, I
it
think, should
over
work with
the
Hill.
word.
Oh, they're opposites.
Oh, yeah, they
remember?
should.
Will read the
Oh, no,
word
but Valley and Hills can work. But this is me just showing off this
servant.
yeah, the scepter just allows you to read in case you need someone to read the word for yourself. Put that
I did not
there.
know that, actually.
Cool.
And then master and assist, that'll go for these two. And now the reason why this is going to be tricky is note how no matter where I put it down, the minute I click and pick up a tile for any reason, it uses one of the snagnets. So be very mindful where you're putting it. I have tested it.
Blank. You may
Hail.
place that blank.
I have tested it out before. I could literally just click over and over again without ever actually moving it, and I can use up all my snagnets right away if I'm not careful.
Oh dear.
Damn.
So,
Did it.
Well, we made
very
it
careful.
past.
Aha!
Whoa! The
magic
jaguars
bridge.
can cross.
That one just grabs Joni.
We're free, fellas!
Walking.
Let's get
I don't know why the plan in my head of it just like
Four more
it just
pits to
politely
steal.
just picks up Joni and just walks away. Like, oh.
salad.
You can rebuild the math record.
Fraggle, fraggle. Yeah, anyway. It's a mixture of that mixed with the, what are you drawing, honey? I'm drawing a bear.
I will give you bridge
Looks like
stones
we're
this
saving
one.
wolves
One
next.
stone at a
Or
time.
foxes.
Or there's coyotes, or foxes, or... It's hard to tell from top down.
Place the bridge stones on my bridge.
I'm trying to interrupt him because he does the exact same spiel every time. I just need to know.
The two
Let's see.
words have almost the same meaning.
Okay, synonyms.
Okay, synonyms.
I just, yeah. Occasionally I will do that where eventually I'll just start interrupting him because it's I know what I need to do. I just need to know what is the variation. So we need Brandon Howe. I don't know where that's gonna go yet, so I'll put it in here just so I know. Couch.
Snug as a bug on a rug.
Snug could be the same as
Yeah,
cozy.
there you go.
Scatter and desire. Not sure yet. Well, there's
Lawn
only one horizontal
and-
space left, so. Oh, so
and
trunks and luggage. Oh, jeez, I forgot about those kind of trunks. Anyway.
Job and throw.
Oh yeah, job and work.
And desire and scatter. And there you go.
The bridge is complete.
We have done it.
Whoa! The foxes can cross.
Okay, they're foxes. Okay.
Look at them go.
Those are really foxes.
Let's go.
Well, they're jungle
We have
foxes.
3 more bridges to build.
I'm pretty sure foxes don't live in the
You
jungle.
can rebuild the math
Oh, these are
trap.
cougars, I think.
I think so, or I think so.
Okay.
This was the one that I had. This is the one I had to redo way too many dang times, unfortunately, because because basically I had it flipped around at one point. So this one is put the words that they're in the same category. So 2 sports, 2 food items, 2 tree items, 2 trees, and so on.
Okay.
And long story short, this was me after like 5 minutes of like going back and forth, and because basically where you see tennis and you see football, I had them flipped horizontally.
All our bridge stones
And
are
and
in
it basically threw
place.
off everything. I had to like do a lot of tile
Whoa,
replacement
the
to like get it
pumas
back.
can cross.
Pumas, be
I
free!
get it. They are pumas.
Grabs Joni, and just off it goes.
Oh no.
What you barely see is that they're also wearing Puma shoes.
Reset.
Oh, sponsor.
You can
One of them likely has the elusive Puma Sonic shoes, too.
I like
Otters.
to wear footwear.
Place the bridge stones on my bridge so that whenever 2 words
Alright, what do they gotta be?
the 2 words sound the same.
Sound the same. Male.
Okay,
Where? Yeah,
where
over
and
there.
where? Roan in here.
We'll save that
Oh, I
for
guess
later.
also just go without saying, we are actually already like not this one, but the next one because we gotta save the professor, of course. But we're already down to the last puzzle of the game.
Yeah.
Last
Alright.
puzzle of the game.
Yeah, that
so-
already goes there.
So,
Grom.
I mean, again, talking... Oh, and, I see there, yeah, Grown. So... That one must go here, because it's matching up the two. So again, like, it's... I think it's a cute enough game. I still like the idea of it.
Yeah.
It was nice to go back and revisit it, especially when I could edit out some stuff, but, yeah.
Higher for higher.
We solved the puzzle.
Whoa! The otters
Whoa.
can cross.
Just gotta wait for those two otters to get off screen first. Before
I
play
said the
line
otters
animation.
can cross! You gotta finish the animation so you can cross!
Yeah.
Go!
Okay, now they can cross.
There we go. Better hoof it, boys.
Little guys.
So slow.
Well, they are sloths.
Well, no, they're otters.
Oh, they're otters. My bad.
I was gonna say, sloths
Y'all are
do
really
not
starting to
fly.
tick me off. Go! Get off the screen.
One more pit to seal,
Okay.
and we'll stop that
Last
Limburger
part of
for
the game
good.
now.
All right. Let's say the professor.
Dr. Pythagoras! Kids, Laptrap, I'm so glad you're all right.
We're here to rescue you, sir.
If you seal this last pit,
Has anyone
not
told
only
you
will
that
I
you
be
have the
rescued,
most,
but
like,
the Numerian Mathra
like
trap will be set
photogenic,
and will
like
stop
burlesque,
Limburger
like
for good.
not burlesque, jeez, burly voice for a professor, like ever, of like.
And save your
Now
uncle.
quickly, we must solve this thesis document.
Why, thank you.
Okay,
I've been told
now what do we do?
my voice could be quite suitable
Place
for
the
role.
bridgestones on my bridge.
Mermaid Man and say Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
I was trying to say radio play, but I almost said role play at first.
Used as
Good work.
Good work.
words
Double
that can be used as adverbs.
Adverbs.
Well, my people will call his people. Will be anyway. Let's see. So now what we want to do is similar to the category one, have two adverbs touch, have two verbs touch. So like escape and knock are both verbs. But I'm gonna put that there to try and like this one could be the most like anything goes, especially with these blank wild spaces. So put one there. Yawn. Put here. I think that's safe. So
You
far,
haven't
so
cut it out,
good.
so I assume this is safe.
Well, don't tell the audience that. It ruins the suspense. Alright, just through
I
the
don't think I
tiles.
wanna
Is
marry
next,
a
and,
washing
is next and
machine.
inside working though?
Yeah, because where can you place something? You can place something inside, and when will you do something? You can do something next. So they're both adverbs.
Alright.
Trust me, I will say if it didn't work, it would literally just fall into the
Last
pit.
bridge is built.
Okay.
So
Okay. There you go. You did it.
the game is won.
Kids,
Uncle
Laptrap.
Horace!
Aw. A happy family reunion.
Forming itself.
It's becoming invisible!
Math trap is ready.
Look out!
It's Limburger.
I'll give those kids something to really be scared of.
You're gonna kill them? You're gonna like terrorize them? What are you gonna do? Oh!
Oh,
Oh. Wait, what the?
it's a
trap
invisible
worked.
trap.
There he goes.
Huh.
Is this pit really bottomless, Uncle Horace?
You know, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he may be dead.
Kids did great.
Children, I do believe he may be dead.
But don't
Let us
worry,
leave.
he was a criminal. That means we can plea it as
Saving
self-defense.
the rainforest.
We will get our stories straight before we return to civilization. Right? Anyway, so they see this is the origin of this is why Laptrap will now join the kids in every other adventure because the doctor has gifted the kids Laptrap as thanks for everything.
Aw, how sweet. Now we can say, for real, he will be our parental supervision.
He fainted. He's a computer. Maybe he crashed. So what do? Splash him with cold water? Call tech support?
Where's the reset button?
We'll figure it out.
One
There we
day.
go.
Now for
That's
our,
it.
And now
Oh.
for our sequel page.
Oh, he survived.
Oh, that was quite the climb you made, dude.
So it wasn't bottomless.
I'll get those kids yet. They haven't heard the last of Fletcher Q. Limburger.
But wait, if you manage to get out of the Mathra pit unscathed, then what about
The Mathra itself.
Oh,
the real Mathra?
wait. Oh, so that thing was real.
Yep.
But like in the old ancient tales, and he broke him out, and Don't worry, the franchise never touches upon Mathra ever again. It will touch on Limburger way later, but it doesn't touch on Mathra anymore for some reason.
Huh.
So, yeah. We'll cover a bit of the credits, but that was the third grade adventure.
You know, it's been an age since I last seen credits fashioned out exactly like this.
Yeah. Man, there's all the voice actors and the singers and.
Interesting that you have credits that you can actually control the pacing of yourself.
Well, here's the fun thing. They actually don't even show you the credits at the end of the game. Normally, you have to go to Claptrap's menu to see this, and then I just edited over this.
Oh. The end.
Yep. So, yeah, hope you all enjoyed that. Again, that's not going to be the last one we cover. I have plans to cover the other games as well.
And for any Mario enthusiasts out there, some of them might pleasantly surprise you.
Hooray! We'll finally get to some more relevant entries. So, yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and basically just our casual little podcast stream of just covering the game. We'll do more later. I got plans to take care of them. So, as always, toodaloo, everyone.
Goodbye.
Till next time.